Now, the Swedish flag was raised at the NATO headquarters earlier on today as the country formally became the alliance's 32nd member. Speaking at the launch, its chief, Jens Stoltenberg, said NATO was stronger now than ever before, and that Vladimir Putin, he said, was failing in Ukraine. To tell us a little more, Kethevane Gorjestani from our foreign desk is with me. And Kethevane, what did you make of that language from Stoltenberg?
You could clearly see that both men were, yes, celebrating this new member, this new ally joining the alliance, but mostly this was about sending a message to the Russians, specifically to the Russian president. And Stoltenberg did talk about this historic day, but mostly he said that you could see with Russia and what they did by invading Ukraine about 2 years ago was that Vladimir Putin's goal was to have less NATO and more control over its neighbors, and that instead what he got was a stronger and a bigger NATO with these two more countries joining, Sweden and Finland. He also reiterated something that he has said multiple times before, which is that this is also a message about who decides who gets to join a NATO, because, of course, Vladimir Putin has long asked and required of NATO not to let anybody else in. And Stoltenberg's message was NATO's door will always be open, and it is not for Russia to decide who gets to join and who doesn't get to join. It's up to the allies, the members of NATO. And finally, he said that not only is NATO bigger and stronger now, but Ukraine itself is closer to a NATO membership than it has ever been before. Yes, we're not talking about tomorrow or in the next year, but he said that the question was now when Ukraine would join NATO, not if Ukraine would ever join NATO. And for the Swedish Prime Minister, it was also that sort of same messaging towards the Russian that you are not succeeding at what you're trying to do. You've made us stronger. You've made us more united. But he did have some warnings for the NATO alliance, talking about the fact that Russia will stay a threat for the Euro-Atlantic alliance for the foreseeable future, and that all that is happening in Ukraine just has made the alliance more aware of that threat than it has ever been before, and so it has made it again stronger.